who just is good looking and like ready to settle down and is not afraid of their emotions. Carl is a man child. Now, why you are going from one man child to another with bananas is beyond me. Walking around the West Village, I think Johnny Bananas is a step up from Carl Radke, if you want my opinion. Carl rubs me the wrong way. I'm sorry. Sorry. And maybe he's my new Melissa Gorga. Rubs me the wrong way. By the way, I have a bone to pick with you. You ran a rerun of me. Sarah's doing it. She did an expose of me. I run reruns too, especially during Thanksgiving. But I'm looking at my Apple thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's a pop-up of me. This woman. Everyone's so concerned if I pay you. No, I don't pay people. And she's over here making money on me. You're making money on me over here doing an expose on my fallout with this one and that one and the ragamuffin.
I put your name in the title. The podcast does better. So now,
oh my gosh,
I did. Does podcaster David Yontef pay me? And my thoughts on his former beef with Kim D. I let it all. I've learned learned from the best. If I could put you in the title every week, podcaster David Yontef slams. So I would get 10 times the ratings. People love you. Your name is gold. So I
had the fight with Kelly Dodd. I mean, someone needs to come and feud with me. I'm shocked that the rat hasn't come and scurried and she just blocked me. That Tam rat.
I know. I wish the rat would fight you. That would be awesome. You and the rat. Oh my God, you guys would go tip.
I would put on my boxing gloves and box that little rat down, push her down with push her down to the sewer.
I got one last topic for you. What'd you think of Rinna? Awesome. Rinna gave a recent interview for the first time, talked about Fox Force 5, if she's watching RHOBH. She wasn't going to do anything for Thanksgiving, but then one of her daughters was coming, so Harry might cook. But basically the juice in that article was she's not watching this current season of RHOBH. Do you believe her?
No. Do you? And she says someone has to be stirring. She said, way to bury the lead. She also said that Teddi Mellencamp is one of the best housewives in the history of housewives, and that she will stand by that. And she said what she said. Teddi Mellencamp is one of the best housewives in the history of housewives. So does everyone agree? Does everyone think Teddi Mellencamp? I'm actually asking. Do you think Teddi Mellencamp, Sarah, is one of the best housewives ever? Just a real question.
Mellenball is a businesswoman. I've got to give it to her. She is. She's got a top podcast. Being one of the most hated former housewives. But no, she is not even on the top 20 list. Now, I will say...
Don't reveal if she's on one of your lists. Don't reveal. You already did a reveal.
I'm saying in general, if someone had to come up with the top 10 greatest housewives of all time, does Teddi crack the 20? No, not even fucking close. But I do have a respect for Teddi. You know, Teddi... like she has done an amazing job post this show. In fact, Teddi to me is so good post show, I wouldn't even go back. And you know,
I agree. I'm going to give her flowers. She's the top podcast.
I pray for her too. She's had this crazy skin cancer battle. She's a mother, a wife. I hope she's all done with that. She's been very brave to share that. And the thing about her I thought was so great was she had Alex, the famous producer from RHOBH. She had him on her podcast and she asked him point blank, why'd you fire me? What about me? And I thought, you know what? Good for you for being vulnerable. I like Teddi post. I actually think Teddi is probably an interesting person to sit down with and have a conversation with. I give Teddi full flowers, but Rinna's bananas. She ain't even on the top 20 list of... Alex said, the reason we fired you weren't even comfortable in your own skin at the time. She's kind of come, and that would be for all of us. I'm not saying I'd be this fucking amazing housewife. Like I'd probably be protecting my husband and son, but he just said why she was fired and and I give her credit, but no.
I think I have to, I issued an apology to Candace. I think I have to formally apologize to Teddi Mellencamp. You're making some good points. Listen, you know how many housewives have a podcast that has failed? You know how many have a podcast now that doesn't even reasonably shady? I mean, we hardly ever hear about it. Teddi has done very well post-show. She's smart businesswoman, and I agree with you. Totally respect her just sitting there and being like, why'd you fire me? Well, what happened? Brilliant. Love it. So I'm thinking maybe I haven't given the Ted star enough credit, I agree with you. I do not agree with Lisa Rinna. I do not think she is a top housewife, one of the top of all time, according to Lisa. I think Lisa Rinna is one of the top housewives of all time.
Maybe top 5. I mean, so
Shock.
good.
And you know what I also give Teddi credit for? She takes it on the chin. She hasn't blocked me. Not blocked. She's like, I'm a businesswoman. What do I care what this kid says about me? Hasn't blocked me.
She shows up to BravoCon. She doesn't give a rip if she's got a guest pass on or a janitor staff pass on. That chick
making
walks
money
in there head high. Exactly. I give her credit. And the internet, and it's true. I mean, these stupid internet people that they can't even get to BravoCon are coming for her. It's like, she's there. She's making money. She's changing the podcast game. What are you doing at home? Taking a picture of her with a guest pass? You know, it's like,
justice for Teddi Mellencamp. Justice for Teddi.
Teddi,
I am Teddi. I think I owe you an apology.
We run into her at Craig's. I'm going to give her flowers because I think she's done a terrific job. And I'm with you. I was a real hater and a skeptic, and yeah, but
Teddi, I think I'm sorry. I think I'm sorry.
Me too.
I think that I underestimated you, and I think. I love the fact that, right, she has the guest passed on. She's not invited. She's there interviewing people, getting all the interviews, has the guy on. Alex just says, why was I fired? Like, that's a great question. I'm Teddi. And listen, your podcast is the real deal. All these other ones are not. Behind the Velvet Rope
real
is
deal.
The Sarah Fraser show. As Teddi is a real business that, listen, when Housewives is over and everyone's fired, Teddi can't be fired from her own podcast. Stick with this. Stick with this, Tedster.
Tamra doesn't bother me either way, but I mean, the rat that scurries, I mean, she's out here working overtime on everybody's social media. Oh, I love you. Come. You know, she did this to Uba. She did it to Alexis Bellino. We've got to get together. You know, of course, her arch enemy. The rat is out here, I think.
She scurries. She's doing well, the rat.
So fast to try to be relevant or get people on their podcast. And it's like, I'm sorry, take a lead from the Tedster, who hangs back, gets the guest packs. Chick is walking in with the general admission crowd. She doesn't give a rip. You know, but the rat that scurries is so phony, I think. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Scurries. Phony. Yeah.
Listen, I would rather sit down and have an hour talk with the Tedster than the rat. I mean, the rat's already been on this. I think you're right. Teddi's interesting. And look, she's interesting when she comes out and says, look, please. Again, it's kind of like when you come for me and you say the same thing. She's like, again, with boring house, like, oh, what? Like, you have nothing else? We've already heard the narrative that I'm the most boring housewife ever. What else you got? Right? So, like, she's Teddi, I'm sorry. She's part of the Fox Force 5. Rinna says it's alive and well.
She's amazing. Yeah, they're alive and well.
Jay
Good.
loves Teddi. So, Teddi, I'm sure everyone's rolling their eyes, but I have to apologize to Teddi. Very unplanned. We're flip-floppers.
Right, I gotta love you and leave you.
I love you so much.
I mean, do we have any holiday spirit? We don't. We don't sound very holiday spirity. We got next time.
Hey, we've announced what's coming. Top 10 best, top 10 worst, and top 10 most scandalous. That's now, if people are not hanging on their seats for those 3 episodes, you should be. Because Sarah and I already recorded them and they are good. They're good. She has her list. I have my list. We get into it.